We finally made it to Granite Lake, which is overshadowed by this very large peak. And then if you look over here, another landmark is Thunder Mountain. And Silver Lake is about a mile over those granite rocks. They call this Granite Lake. There's a lot of granite lakes in the Sierras, but the shoreline itself is composed of large granite rocks. And the water, in the winter, the snow melts in the water, and then eventually it fills the lake. So the lake could be as high as we'll say here, and it can get as low as to a point where you could walk out about 10 feet. It's very hard. This is a hard lake to search for Bigfoot tracks. We have a little marsh right there, and then if we continue to take the trail, I could check all along the lake here for prints. It's a well-visited area, so I can't really say Sasquatch is here. But that's the whole point, is that we're taking the Sierras quadrant by quadrant and deciding, which quadrants have more paranormal activity, which quadrants have more Bigfoot sightings and more evidence. Some quadrants don't have any. That way we can put together a chart and see where they migrate, possible areas where they might hide or live, per se, in some volcanic tubes. There's just a lot of areas we've been covering, quadrant by quadrant, little by little, and who knows, still got a lot of investigating to do. It's going to be a long day, so there's still plenty of time to find something very strange in the sky, in the woods, who knows. But this is Granite Lake, and it's kind of like a big kidney shape. Very decent sized lake, and you could see actually Amy Lake, I believe, in this lake all the way from the peak. And so it's really nice to be standing on its shore, being that a couple weeks ago I was all the way at the top of Thunder Mountain, and now I'm deep in the wilderness. Anyways, on with the expedition, and I will be looking for tracks along Granite Lake, and then we will move on to Hidden Lake and eventually settle in at the Allen Ranch.